the former Chief Justice of Ghana, Justice Getu Tokono, akwa kodru African Union Court in Abuja, court in a pamno, also pay $10 million, still court a pamno, and then my sign man who say Kuma back to court again. I'm say na mami dear Bonipa na Ghana de mamia. Hey, was I file a fresh case? Ghana say they were ko say Abuja who say one am fa. And I was saying about back to Ghana. And I mean kind name my man so ope e bi nchire. O say on the court okra based on article 111 or say the Ghana bind the court no baako okuyama ruling na ne lawyer ni ho nti no infringe upon her right. According to former Chief Justice BMO into one the right in the wa ka minim right kura ma me de kitana in some way no on the bia oka nti na da ho name o da kotena court dan no enam that to screen you see na say ma me you firi court ketwa mu Ghana na court apamo wako high court apamo wako AU ya pamo wase back to court ya pamo na ya ma judgment bi ma na wase ba begina court bi after the judgment in the Abuja court. GH Black, this is not arrogance. I see say there is something different about me. I say a whole former Chief Justice takes her own country to the African Union Court demanding $10 million. Also on PCDC. Also CDC they would dollars, $10 million. The reason is say you're infringing upon her right. The whole AU court nobody infringed upon any of your rights. Inti for what I'm called. Yeah, my judgment now the next day she runs back to a high court in her own country again. Men tia de kura ma many pass. I'm say mami de ana me na me madwen bofa so ana say mami nyini so ka ho ana say de. Minim in the comment section mo ye ni san komo no ho because men che dan tia say say mami person assemble akopa we a Chief Justice under your leadership no. Over 70% of Ghanaians says they didn't have confidence in the judiciary. And now be more to the petition. Say the internet no money confidence in the judiciary. Say what me fa Ghana's can now no kuno mo da kwatena Kenya. And then as for now mo the beach now mo Jimmy new ho. As now no man na mo Jimmy say a lot of name bebre ho a whilst you were the Chief Justice and koye per the constitution of the same country no. Now we are Chief Justice now you uphold the constitution in protecting the citizens and a president in that 5-member committee. Then when they went over the petitions in that you see there's a case of fire now the court say what they want to say and a court say mame dabi adwuma no mo ye no to wase no mo nyom adwuma ya bo wato ago based on their decision the decision conclusion was the president should keep you aside and then appoint a whole new Chief Justice. You appointed new Chief Justice. What do you know call court? Court is there be appointed new Chief Justice. My parliament in Yenejuma. Parliament in Yenejuma. Ya Chief Justice now to me you new Chief Justice. Also one tiasie. O ma so another call court to say what the amount $10 million outside the jurisdictions of our dear country. The whole new Chief Justice no. I won and out man ma wo so wo hwe mamra tenene ene mra toten ya adwuma manum no. O se Ghana mra no kwa wonjindi. The constitution of the country no unjindi who could sue the whole president kraka say kotranche no unjindi wase aba biem wo se aba peden ya Ghana e say die pa na Ghana na yenyew maame die na yenyew now it seems the NPP party as a court system in the country no ene mmara na e wo manum no me hu so omunjindi maame we ko si wiye. But who NPP member of parliament back on so general parliament and him they say what they are doing is say Ghana by law no Ghanaian lawyers are not supposed to advertise their services and themselves. And the NPP for nafa kwati kwan bi so and omo nyina akoye lawyers. So what they decided to do is they went back and then became members of parliament. And then they are using that avenue to become celebrity members of parliament and then lawyers. NPP lawyer be ko gina wo say now no said in a time could have free US by no or no on authority no or catch the senama ameno and na prison. Now on only baby and ama amene da on so on can. A whole member of parliament, I'm a media for media for some Mumpajumanye. Mumpajuma for Binya, Munya is a sebe, a ginger sembia, Namakujina, and I'm more reported my issue, a become for Asamano. Would it see a whole member of parliament, Papana Nano, Kokoye, at the same, a you Kumasia, or my Eliza to Kubu to Power Hono, would it see no?
And so, we can categorically state that until yesterday, the 24th of June, Madam Sedina Tamako was not in prison custody. And so from the 9th of June when she arrived to the 24th of June yesterday, she was not in prison custody. That is a matter of record. Again, she was only sent to prison custody, as I said, on the 24th of June, 15 clear days. And that was why the Minister for Interior could confidently come out yesterday. And so if you observe, following her return, the communication was by the Minister for Communication. And that had a lot of controversy. And that is why the media kept pressing. And yesterday, when she was admitted into prison custody, that was when the Minister for Interior came out. We can again confirm that she is in the female prison of a medium prison installation, but we are not going to put the name of the facility out. We are not going to put the name of the facility out for the following reasons. One, our intelligence is that she went in under protest because her assurance was that they were not going to have her go into prison custody and that they were going to work around the clock to have the decision overturned so that she will have her liberty. It is only because of the public pressure that the government has decided to deliver her into prison custody. Our intel is also that they have also assured her that whichever is earlier, be it the public pressure coming down or the decision of the court coming out, she will be made to go out. And so we do not want to put the name of the facility out just to prevent the situation where they will come out and say that because of her security, they are moving her from the facility. We are keeping an eye on the situation and will continue to update the general public on this matter. But we can tell you that she is in prison custody now. She was admitted yesterday, and that she has been given assurances. Another assurance she has been given is that they are going to work around the clock to have the decision overturned. I am a lawyer, and I don't know how it is going to be done. Government is the only one that can say so, but this is the assurance they have given her. But we want to sound a word of caution to government. The Ghanaian people are watching us very closely as political class.
You are a lawyer. You claim you know something. You are not ready to put it out there. Yet you hold a whole press conference, wasting the minds and ears of Ghanaians. A whole member of parliament. We NPP ne kenufurata ewohe. Said in Atamakuluno, she was just the CEO of Maslock Keke. Ghana, the entire nation, Yesika for for the finance minister of our country. Momomu di 8 years in Abamu Kenufurata, ye finance minister for 7.5 years. Ombra Ghana me answer questions kakena. Wo krachi we untimi kubisa na question. Atena waka America. Akwada ice. Ama American kwala acheno. Ede handkofa tonensa agoro ne ho ahye na tade tuntum ede na court ama papa na ko fight say man American green card obaba Ghana de ohia green card ye nyine ye hwehwe bi abirchi no akwaje bi wo krache we wo so we lawyer you have wo emfa wo ho oza amanfo adwen bofa so amanfo adwen no sometimes e bofa so so we lawyer ni kasa to say a street boy the NPP nkwana mahu this kind of lawyers are you don't even see anything because it will be a lawyer in them. At the NPP ni kwa beka just a lawyer. So be say lawyer no kwa we school as o mu we kwesi adam kwa. NPP lawyer for me yeso say school no omo wie kwase da omo nwie da yi nyine wie school ni bi minimenka woni won kan say press conference la wo ye no wo ye kopede why na wo ya convince no mo ana mbegina say maame no any prison facility and then you are coming to tell us at the same time say you know say maame dey go prison facility until wo how na dey say no prison facility wo dey na say a problem. So you are telling a man say ne the nipa ko prison nipa ni ho kwan say o ya appeal a man a lawyer for ko file appeal say a court ni decision dey told no ye nyim finish ntino appeal no one time tiase na mo dem mo ye nipa ni before say na mo ye the opposition ho dey chale mo ya mo be ka ho mo ya mo be ka opposition was ha ye say dem ko ko sam no no mo nyina di agoro ba bia mo pesa mo tena no because ne mo ye di me reasonable person bi no sebe na dwi mu da hɔ a obedi NPP fo achi beka sa ade amoye eye sebe mi hu sa nyansa ni bi uti opposition two Ghanaians ba ko start si ye dina se mo Ghana wo se me hododo me ko aburuchiri akotena aburuchiri through the court system no ye dina se ma bi ye man 10 years aban we mo ma ban no tena so 8 years no mu di asem ye man ti man fa ma me mfa America ho ama John Dramani mama abamu no mu no less than 2 years no ye the maame free America about be serve prison sentence wo party ni odi finance minister for 7.5 years and so I been equal the same American omra ne ntoto na kwa no so ma wo eno no nye wo how na ban na timi akofa na free America ban na wo se be di ntro a kire say o the ye na to prison ba wo ni ba bi o da ba wo nka because of her security until the press conference no dey fa so na wo so dem visa obi agimi wo baby amomo ne ko no ana baby a Ghana enyi ko no se mo anyire mo ho a minim ne mo pede e bia say ni we member of parliament utimi say e for me adonko party e ma manfo ko to atopa ho e bia no ana ope ha nti sa atopa no mo to ye ne say na ope ya mini baba yara minim ne ntro mo nka kenufurata asem because they fear kenufurata unim say chama wuntumi lawyer ne be ka kire say ono de na no keke kokko kenufurata asem no say poison no lawyer ndi apia ku bi na be kan chama wuntumi lawyer no o say poison ke ya ku no say kenufurata is very powerful. That is the reason why an NPP ni bi ani mo person kan kenufurata asem o hwe o mu suro because bo papa ni di e be wo confirm pa ne o bo kenufurata di e be wo confirm pa ne o guys in kenufurata deputy e wu bi a according to NPP for na say ya confirm no ko we dio machi a ento mu suro na nado den koku for na busu for chen kwaku boronsam Judge Blood, this is a fake lawyer. Me lawyer ni a wakasa on fa fact ma de yara me pesa ni pani bi asemo because lawyer ni obi anki tu meti usu say be koye press conference wona wa free media for say me wasem bi ka mumra me kan asem no o say bi wa no o say asem no minim so me nka nti say wo free den na o pesa o kire what I say den na o pesa o kire ai masa my uncle yenim na nen sem no edoson chale so we no be our nursing school and I say a KNUST na so we try NMC exams there Mr. Okachen University next prep Ghana.online your possible questions na ebeba exams ni nyina and the answers ni nyina eguso sikano so which answer for 25 Ghana cedis for 7 days access and then the full access on 220 Ghana cedis me pa che unimu bia my name visited this particular app. Only for NMC exams. Anyway, mama yanko yenim. And then me do Bono East. Me am a region. And then me Kuruman Kasanso. The NPP Bono East Regional Secretary, who doubles as a teacher. Me kwa name so a teacher. If any David Boache. Sa krachi ne ko kachi the NPP for say General Mosquito more powerful. It's as a NPP for organizing meeting. Omukodu kronusu nani pe bia nyina ho adan am se asie dunkatia aba some towns ahead ntini nyina ekopia asie dunkatia fen David Boache is a communicator for NPP a obehunu wuntimi TV not ho radio link o tachima not ho na wa betena Metro TV ye koka the way a Ghana's educational system etie ene how awofo bi no mobile kure be wi SHS a omutimi ko no bia ko donate car ma as omu ye show off and then watch this video I will be saying David Boache some very, very basic question. David Boache, I mean, no. Obey Jandam.
David,
Bro,
I'm sure you're a very worried man. I mean, that's in your case, you're even a teacher.
yes, I'm a teacher and I go through it every day.
What's happening?
You see, GES must sit up.
Okay.
There are certain things I believe that are contributing to this.
Okay.
One, now we don't repeat it.
GES must sit up. And then David started his statement by now. The word now meaning ene or say. Because sometimes I tell them that when politicians are talking, some of them think that we are fools. So they use some words to confuse people with the TNE.
That are contributing to this.
Okay.
One, now we don't repeat a student. Two, you can't just sack a student.
You don't repeat students again?
No, we don't repeat students again.
Hold on. As a matter of government policy.
Yes.
That if you
David Boache said now say school yen repeat student biem yen saki student biem and a business a government policy or say yes na e business said that ben na sha ase with the answer or the baba
even if you fail
we don't repeat.
How?
You don't repeat students. And now even a student can
so
decide.
what's the when? Student to learn?
No, it's part of it now. No, maybe you ask me going, you come.
No, wow. Since when?
Oh, it's been there for some time now.
Really?
And one thing is that.
And what's the reason for this?
I don't know. Two.
Wow.
Even if a student stays home for a whole semester and come the next semester and you are registering students, you have no right to take him off. You have to register that student.
Wow.
So there are students who don't come to school at all. They just come and register. And write and leave. There is no school that you go today that the teachers don't know the students who smoke.
You be said David said that Ben start here also on him. David Boache, who him. Now the dango kufa do kufa free senior high school by no catching a school for you na say yem failure kwara. NPP Bunu East Regional Secretary. You are a communicator for the party. Who him that's how many we start here? Hey, David, sign out here. David Boache say no here. Kano kore. Na party na ye politics na ye the youth of our country, the younger ones they are becoming more criminal. David Boache so no him that's our policy by. In fact, me teacher but I know as a fact. Send another don't go for the free SHS by no catch them say I'm calling from primary school say ko pim JSS yem felino SS ko bisa calling me school yem felino o school no onko David Boache so onim also no onim and then he is going to make some revelations. I mean who say Karachi you are not exposed. You are not exposed. Ghana is one of the only countries that a teacher and he can tell you say the only means of betting that threatening aqualanities or babono. Yes. Oh, Emily, me that say oh here program come back. I know David Boache is my younger brother. We all hail from Techiman. I know David Boache is always on radio every day on TV, Movement TV, Unjumi TV. David Boache being a teacher cannot tell me so no nim da at my rule other policy. Now, we are going to take time and then expose all this kind of jandam no multi system no more. And I was shocked to say Metro TV also present and also thought say also unim that's our policy in the buy. How can say a whole Metro TV journalist will tell me so no nim say na now the go for brought that policy say school near kwara yem fail no. Also nim. Don't mind them. David Boache is always gallivanting on radio, sitting to radio, TV to TV. He is a professional teacher. Only masema waka, but because it's okay, but quality and another don't go for that banty. Also on kasa. Now the David but was tea in some park one beka.
If you come to my school, I can enter this class and tell you this boy smokes, and not cigarettes, weed. This boy. Sometimes they will not come to school. And now we know certain people, Fridays, they won't come.
Wow.
And you will know where to find them on Fridays.
Wow.
But one thing is that who will try to correct this boy with a cane? So that you'll be in trouble? No. That's why I said the whole thing ends with GS. Some of the policies are now pushing teachers away. So if there are disciplinary issues, you just refer to the disciplinary committee. If they handle it, not your case. If they don't handle it, you are doing your teaching. You don't have the right to cane. And weeding cannot be a source of punishment. Now, you see, I just showed you a video. A 14-year student, lady, in class with a sex toy.
14 means that's what, SS1 or JSS?
SS1.
Hold on. Bright, can we see that video? Bright, let's please watch that video.
Students in class, yes, holding a sex toy with the colleagues. This is an
no, she's actually teaching them how to use it.
Yes. If you're a teacher and you see this, the only thing you can do is refer this student to the disciplinary committee, to that management. However they handle it, it's not your case.
Wow. Ghana, unim problem ewo. Nipa na ye more kwenya say they should educate us. No, they are the problem. That is why Ghana will be yedu. That is why we are not developing. That is why we are not progressing. David Boache say, as a teacher, say the only thing you can do is to refer the student to the disciplinary committee. Thinking to him, earlier on, or say David Boache, you are not exposed. I think say it's a ufri touch my ho. And a table bunum na maintain man na man never tima bakra no na utu kwan kakra menu yaketwa. I mean tufo. Brunyi moneba so brunyi ne ye ka. Me pesa me ka bono chire David Boache no ote ase. Brunyi moneba brunyi ye ka. Brunyi ye plane. Brunyi ye ship. Adie bia wo ye bia brunyi ne ye. Radio station, TV station akwatane no equipment bi ho bia bibini anye bi brunyi ne ye. Nso brunyi wo kwan a offer so punish akwala. Disciplinary committee na ye na ye punish akwala. Sa brunyi akwala ko school no din se mo no school ma yetimi man arrest in the school. Ye de question dan ba kom. They can say na wo colleagues ni na abonten ha di agoro. Wonko ne ya ma break. Unko di agoro ntitena dan ma e punishment ni bi no. Nti David as a teacher dwiye na kanokware nti wadwen ni se wo de bibia wo de be politics wo be kase wunim da ye kase school for akwara ye mono wunim da be kase school ni akwara ye mfeli no e ye na nado dan kwakufa do ne de bai you are part and parcel of it. Mati wonka on radio stations bebre a wo David Boache wo defend the free SHS as the best policy by sense nkwala nyina timi pass school ni sa university. And there was a quarter Metro TV catching the entire is the wound da be yes adeno because why you no wona bebo nti bebo wi anu suanyansa na ba na be the trenipa e wo ne wiase David Boache wo ko school bebo de nyansa no suan. Now I was happy say the presenter asked him that question say dear na chere say ye bo akwala e na mani suanyansa. But then let me continue the video and then listen to answer this NPP regional secretary, Edemai.
At first, you bring this student before the entire students at assembly. Whip these students for them to know that you cannot do this in school.
Yeah, that's what we all went through.
But now you cannot do it. We all went through it. We were beaten at assembly, even when you are not going.
Yeah, we're lashed.
Some of my colleagues I remember today, they are in certain places. So when I see them, I say, you know, we helped you. They wouldn't come to school. Teachers sent the strong guys in the class. You go to their houses and bring them. Not that in the way you go and meet them dressed. You bring them the same to the school. And they will sit there till we close. They will not even go for break. They will beat them at assembly, make them sit there. I have one old headmistress, Madame Felicia, she's still there. You say, you are not a son or a daughter of your mother alone. You are my son too. You are my daughter too. So I'll train you if your mother will not train you. We'll come to school every day.
How do we know if the measures that were adopted in the past. I can say during our time. Well, I went to senior high in the 90s. I don't know about you and
late 90s and completed early 2000s.
Okay, in my case, early 90s.
Okay.
Right. Now, how do we know if the measures that were adopted during our time where we're lashed, but pretty much the same generation, right?
Yeah.
So we're lashed at assembly, sometimes we're meant to kneel down and so on and so forth. How do we know it made us better than the children we're raising today? How do we know?
You see, knowing is the products that are coming out.
Okay.
During our days.
But we still have corrupt people in our society. We still have dirty people in our society.
We will live with it till thy kingdom comes. From creation, corruption has been there. Adam wanted to corrupt Jesus.
When you ask somebody reasonable question, no unyansa, not the Bible abeshim. The David from creation, corruption has been there. The patron another then go kufado, oko free SHS. Keno Furata never been no, oko free SHS. Could offer we NPP for party in there, just so ya kwala your money with the team. NPP party no, akwala kete no kware kwa onka. Hey, Priscilla kuko de o mama bonana ba because say akasa na meka obeti ase. Because o shape omo they don't shape. Me one lawyer be go lawyer ajama. O see they are not refined. When you refine them, they don't listen. Because one team nkotena national TV so enkodi ntro. Knowing very well asema okay. We had this particular program. Sometimes I do go after NDC for. And I also do go after NPP for. And that is how we build modern societies. Because one team in Kase, we NDC and I say you support the ideologies of NDC, but there is nothing wrong with NDC. Obi o trasa no nims in the chia. It is a one tenena on what they say. So David Boachim, they always play politics because they are bootlickers. They lick the boots of NPP from penny phone be no hey nede ma ba kra o makwa kasa o Metro TV makasa na waje lorry fare na pa wadakotena techimai. Kudu honso nzu ota na otia na jomama nkwala na say na David who as a teacher meaning very very well. Now sometimes in Nkrofo we no come asema then they turn and say what attacking it personally. To them am fancy wa men kan we nti ne ono akoda so onim so kanyansa sema onim wan kanyansa sema onim when am fancy wa because one thing am say o kan wan sem kase o mo minimum kase no. Then at the end of the day, they call you to say, "Oh, now what attacking me personally?" Then. Me ma me tini fi na obi aba akome ma me ho say my program makasa tia no. No that akobo me ma me amane. Me say, "Hey, me baby amanya obotu nyina efufu yi. Na ko na me ma me so wusa ka baka de." Hey, Ghana, we ready young for. You want serious Ghana for. Oh, ko bi wa yo. Mamudu ba mi a. Who ni say?
Now, Ladislas Plawiki, you know him?
No.
What's his name? Baumia. I call him Ladislas Plawiki.
Why?
Because he talks so much crap. Yeah. What he said.
That's the vice president.
So what? He's a human being, ain't he?
They say you disagree with him, but this talking crap is a bit harsh.
See, that's why we're backward.
No,
we don't want to talk straight. We lie.
Talk straight.
They tell me, so I destroy the whole thing. Tell him straight. Hey, Baumia, what you're saying is crap. Period.
What has he said with his crap?
Everything he says. I enjoy him, though. I like him as a person because he knows the people are stupid, so he just give it to them all the time, and I like it. He gives it to them, He said he's going to do this. I'm surprised he didn't tell him he's going to shave Jesus Christ's beard.
So what is Kofi Oyo say ade ope Mamudu Bawumia so ohun say NPP for na Jimmy. O say ade ha na say Bawumia nka so na ko Jesus Christ be. That is the only thing Bawumia nka. Or say when I say NPP will kill themselves with next time it's not going to be slapped again no. Amba pode jamba bom ho sa. Omo bom ho sa. Omeja Francisca you have got there. Yeah. Sometimes that is how we do things. Docas adio no. Also, repeating a student is not necessary, but knowing what makes the students not perform is what is necessary. Yeah, because one say the modern form of education, I think the teachers call it pedagogical studies or something like that. I stand to be corrected though. We need to learn things. But Ghana teacher ni kwa him say that ba na bunipa manipa tenetene. There be a lot of things about, and then, with the advent of computer and other things, you can punish somebody without necessarily caning the person. What I say? So that is how we do modern things. But we know opportunity. I got never been a video who didn't throw. And somehow can in also. On one himself, some making in Ameboa. Anyway, I was here. And then the best time now so Ameboa. We didn't will Munufie Politics. But just any question now. We bet me at the now, then we address it also as well. Send a data that and say, be our open be design a website in my but you bet me contact me on +358 4653 649. Or you want us to develop any particular app for you, so I have a team. It me a say Juma so kama pa. Sana send a medical cano. Unu be answer or better NMC exams be university next prep Ghana.online. I think a hona agroni na ekoso. A bit of many pana passing the exams on kama pa me patch university. We use email kaka you log on and then that's it. Sana no. And so be any question be answer be say as at now they are. I think say me the bisi wa ha. I remember Rikus message Emra. Now maybe I'll draw the curtains today. General Kutu Achambo has been the best president of Ghana after Nkrumah and Kufuor just got a little bit of Kutu did. But for the fake NPP, they are in the garbage bag. The elephant is now smiling. I see the Abronya so kasau or say Osono Nimyansa Chenkini do Hine Japan. Say, hey, I'll go away. Osono pa eba ne say no Osono Nimyansa Chenkini do Hine Japan. Anyway, omo masem chare. Enti me da say nyame ya adoma. Ye be san aba bi mo. Na Ghana Blasters next match no pacho o prediction bi aso wait me e dey in the comment section because Blaster dey man e kwako wusa. I say the next match in there. Wow, do tibe bi ya you be try to hold. Na no a Britain for years o me farakadam na ye do mo kakra ja. Yenti bi yenti mention we say we are the points ko. Enti me so wa adwenchire bi a wait me dey aba. In the comment section concerning Blaster for them. So or whatever we discussed today, beyond no, adventure will be a hono pacho, ubetime ediaba. Samson and Mr. say, oh, share programming television. So now, say, go straight to the platform. Who use your phone camera and the scanner, pacho, this particular QR code here. That's why I think say it's going to take you straight away to the platform. That is how I think say we need to do it. Until a bit my unsubscribe. Unsubscribe and so I'm bit me subscribe to the platform. Send about life on sa bit me I can be if I went over now or the achebe. Me didn't will Munufie among platform Munufie Politics. Bit my friend the debate with Munufie so send it down there eba no. Nyankopon ene ubia entena. Nyankopon ehwe so kopem say ye besan ehia ochena. Bye bye.
Minya Ghana ni bio. Because they said the one we never be president in T. Minya Ghana need no. Ghana for Musorio. Ghana for Musorio. And before you know Musorio. And before you know Musorio. The vice president da. Me my don't board so da. Me my DCO da. Me my minister da. Aya dia. Aya chairman na media. And I want to me campaign in mame. I'm me campaign in my party. And I'm here Juma. Mubaye ma top him Juma nyina. Ma count to pa me did here was one. Me ma count to pa me did here was no. Se me tia me ma school fees kra pa ye den. What I say? Most of them won't start to my count to so and you know na sabe me sika bay na befa me.
Ghana mra e na ehu no. Enya me na me ba be hu no. Ghana emra e na ehu no. Enya me na me hu no. Ni we ro bia wo Ghana ha. Asembe to enya me na na be emra e na no oji. Yeah, who you there? Yeah, who you there? Yeah, Ghana man.
I'm actually want to mean Ghana. If Baumia wins, I dare what will happen? I'm coming to me and what the car? Well, yeah, the regulations so I'm the battle. Mr. Ado, my body, say, won't to me, Oxia. walk on in your mouth, stop. Maybe you are yeah, what the kind of walk on in your mouth? I make sure I won't to me, young son.